are about to watch Mami Takeda. She is awesome. I've known her for years, and this is her very first speaking engagement ever. And she's going to be talking to us about how Toyota developed TPS. She's going to be sharing some personal insights as well. She is, if you ever have the opportunity to learn or go on the Japan study mission, she hosts it along with Paul Akers, and she's the translator. It is a wonderful video. If you want to learn more about that, please check the description below. Hope you enjoy the video, guys.
I have a quick question. So who drives Toyota?
The rest of you go home.
今トヨタ運転してる人手挙げてもらいました。The second question is, it doesn't matter if you drive or not, but who trusts Toyota? トヨタ信頼してる人。Very good. Thank you very much. So my talk is how Toyota developed TPS. But before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Mami Takeda. I was born and raised in northern island called Hokkaido. It's a beautiful farmland community, and we have lots of snow in the winter time. And obviously, I was born in the summertime. It's the first time of my bikini with small chichis. And I got a 4 siblings, and I was the first daughter. I have 2 younger sisters, and they're both nurses, and I have a little brother. He was a brat. And I also, why you don't laugh? And I grew up in a big family with my grandparents. I was very active, always being outside, enjoying, and I helped my parents because they are farmers. That's why I have a nice skin, tanned skin. That's where I got. And I went to high school in the States. Then I went to university in Canada. Then I got a degree in Korea. Then my dream was to become a pilot. I took a lot of lessons and I crashed the plane. So I decided, well, I better not. So I became a consultant. I got a job in Korea and speaking 3 languages and bringing all the executives from all over the world, showing Japanese excellence. And that's what I do. And not only running the tours, but I simultaneously translate from Japanese to English. And that's what I like to do. This is my ikigai. I love meeting people. Also, I've been traveling to 74 countries so far. And of course, I want to hit 100 countries. But the most important things that I learned for my life, not eating bread, and also quit drinking. The best thing ever that I've done. And also every year, I take my parents 2 weeks trip to all over the world because I want to show how great the world is. And last year, for the first time, I joined the Lean Summit with Mr. Amezawa and Mr. Umemura, with Paul Akers to Seeding Matters. And here I am this year with them here in this summit. Thank you very much for inviting me. Okay, so let me share a little story called Parking Lot Story. Me and my mom, 2 months ago, we went shopping in a big shopping mall with her brand new Toyota. After shopping, we came back to the parking lot, and there was a lady standing and bowed deeply. And I said, "What's up?" And she goes, "When I got off the car, I think I hit your car. I bumped into your door." I said, "Where?" My mom got so freaked out because that's her brand new car, right? And she goes, "It's around here." Let's go, "Okay, let me take a look." "Where?" And she goes, "I think it's here. I don't see any scratches. I don't see any dent. I think it's fine." And she goes, "Is that right? Are you okay?" I said, "We are fine." And she goes, "Thank you very much." And she gave us a big smile and she left. In the hot sun, she was waiting over an hour. So I thought myself, why did she wait? There's no security cameras in Japanese shopping mall parking lot. Who cares? There's no scratches. Would you wait? I wouldn't. I just look at it, "Oh, it's fine, let's go." Right? But why did she wait? I had to stop myself and thought deeply about what made her. Thank you, Paul-san, during my talk. So I thought about this deeply as a Japanese. What made her take that kind of action? So there's a Chinese philosopher called Confucius. And Confucianism was based on the philosophy how to become a good person. And that was introduced to Japan early 500. Very, very simple. Benevolence, righteousness, politeness, wisdom, and sincerity. So Japanese took these virtues and made it simple to understand. And they are love and care about others. Act for the good of the world and people. Be humble and treat others with respect. And you can judge right from wrong if you have wisdom. And don't deceive people. So this is very basic mindset that Japanese are naturally gained from the young age. So if you look back of the lady at the parking lot, easily understand why she didn't leave and stayed, and she wanted to make sure that we are okay so that she feels okay. So when I run tours in Japan, we take the team to Japanese schools, elementary schools. And we are lucky enough to meet this gentleman from the United States. His name is Dan. He lived in Japan over 30 years, teaching English at elementary school. And he articulated clearly what we learn as a Japanese at young age. Two things. One, ganbarimasu, do your best. I know some of you have been to Japan with us, so you know already. And the second thing is yakusoku mamoru, keep your promise. These two fundamental things are very important for Japanese people to commit when we are little age of 7, 6. Oh, sorry, the voice is not working. But anyway, what he is saying is, there we go.
頑張ります。頑張ります。
They say that all the time. And it's, you know, I mean, it's a great thing because it becomes true. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. It becomes true. The kids do it. They get it in their minds and they want to do it until they're old. I mean,
Daniel, you were here, remember?
I feel that way. And the next thing is yakusoku mamoru. Yakusoku mamoru. Yakusoku mamoru.
Yakusoku is a promise. Mamoru is to keep.
But in Japan, it's much more specific than that. If you say you're going to do something, you have to do it.
Why we have to do it? Because you don't want to lose trust.
People say, oh, that person doesn't keep his or her promise.
That's why it's deeper than just saying yakusoku mamoru.
Are enough to change American culture. If you could get those two things in kids' minds early on, it translates into the workplace. You know, I teach company guys, I've taught company guys who are, you know, they're very serious about their work, very serious about doing your best all the time. And so it's the standard. You know, that's the baseline that they begin from when they go to school. And then after they go to school, when they go to the company, it's the baseline.
And everything's easy from there on out. Once you've got those two basics down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he articulated. And Paul-san and I thought, wow, this is so clear that we see it when we visit Japanese school. And not only schools, so Shibusawa, Eiichi, is very well known in Japan. Why? Two reasons. One is he just became the man of 10,000 yen from last month. So he is the face for like $100 bill in the States. And why he became like that? Because he is well known as the father of Japanese capitalism. So he was born in the Edo period, the end of Edo period. In Japan, Edo period means we closed the country for 260 years. So we were completely shut down. But he was and he was born in a farm family, but also the family was doing the trading business. So he started learning the business at the age of 13. And at the age of 25, he first time went to Paris, Europe, and joined the expo. And he learned about the capitalism. And he knew Japan was so behind that we need this philosophy. So he went back to Japan immediately, and he started more than 500 businesses in Japan. He contributed so much for us to become a capitalism country. And also not only the businesses, but he supported the charity, like building especially elementary schools. And also the hospitals, care homes. He did so much to our country. But what he was focusing on was to develop people. So Shibusawa-san was very influenced by obviously the Confucianism, but morality and business has to be together. It's nothing that you can be separated. So he translated in a different way. Compassion, do what is best for everyone, not for yourself. And be polite and gain the ability to see the truth. And let's be trusted. So Mr. Amezawa always talk about how Toyota is, and he shared so much of stories, so many stories with us. And I remember one thing very deeply. I thought, wow, this is it. Is that the story he shared was Toyota. When I joined the Toyota, my boss told me, this is the quote from Mr. Amezawa. The company, you may think, company is paying you salary. That is not true. The Gemba people, they're working hard and they're earning the profit and return it to the management. So you have to treat the Gemba people on the same level. Don't talk to your suppliers like you're better than the other. Suppliers is actually supporting Toyota. That's why Toyota is existing. So that story is all connected to this base philosophy in Japan. And when you go to Japan, a lot of foreigners tells me how amazing the transportation system, how that works. And you can set the watch by the second using the Shinkansen, for example. Subway always comes on time. Bus always comes on time. It works everything. And why? If we have 130 million people in Japan, there are so many post offices in Japan, and this is how we deliver mail, by motorcycle. And not even a single letter is lost. So everything is delivered. Even you can deliver the package, the time every 2 hours. You can check from 2 to 6. You will receive the package between 2 to 6. It's very precise. And people always ask me, why Japanese soccer fan, why always they clean the garbage after the game? Because we have deep understanding of respect people and respect the public space. This is the result that you see it. And this is the Tokyo station, the biggest cities in the world, but there is no trash bins in the city, but there is no litters, zero. Why? And obviously, we are so proud of having a great high technology toilet, not only at the great, expensive hotels, but I'm talking about the service area. You drive the highway. I know some of you already experienced how high-tech the toilet is. This is all came from these virtues. So when I practiced this talk in a group chat, Alex challenged me. So that's a great talk, but I want to know how that applies to your work. Remember that, Alex? So I thought about this very deeply, right? So I trained more than 8,000 trainees from executives from all over the world. And how many people went to Japan with us? See, already so many. Oh my goodness, I'm so proud. Wow. That you're so, into Japan. And I thought about this. I've been doing this tour for 20 years. Yes, I'm 46. I've been doing this for 20 years. At the beginning, I had about 30 teams a year with 30 different business partners. And Paul-san was not one of them. And I was struggling. Why? Because I was running the tours about lean. So I had to deal with the people that they talk about it, but they never did with it. So they were not really true lean person like you guys today. So what I did was I reduced the number of tours. Now I do only 15 a year. And I reduced the business partner from 30 to 3 now, including Paul-san. And today, I can't believe how effective the tour is. And it's not just running the business, but I'm the part of the mission that I change people's life. And that really means to me a lot. So here we go. So I'm more trusted than anybody else in the past. So it's great, the deep thinking of what is really best for everyone. So let's go back to the topic. How did Toyota develop TPS? It is simply human developed system. And Sakichi Toyota was the founder of Toyota. And he was heavily influenced by Confucius. And obviously, of course, with Shibusawa's virtues, and Toyota was born during that time. Here we go. So, what is Shibusawa's ultimate goal? To become wealthy? To become number one in the world? Or you want to be bigger than anybody else? No, his focus was creating Team Japan. He wanted to contribute to the country, and not just contributing, but create the Japan very peaceful country. So, are you focusing on Team UK, Team Ireland, Team Australia, Team USA, Team Texas, Team India, Team Germany, Team Lithuania, Team Portugal, Team South Africa, Team Canada, Team Guatemala, Team New Zealand, Team Brazil, Team France, and Team China. This is a little challenge for you to think about based on my talk. And this is my talk at the end. But there's one thing that I don't want to forget is this last message from a Japanese cat, because this is what I like to do. I like to pet cats. Here we go. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much for sticking around to watch. Please help us by watching this next video.